All right, I have a great story about Hammurabi's code, okay? So, when I was a senior in high school, my family went on a trip to Paris. And we were in the Louvre, which is super cool, by the way. If you ever get the chance to go to the Louvre, go to the Louvre. It's so super cool. Anyway, there's lots of cool stuff at the Louvre, okay? There's lots of cool paintings, lots of cool statues, lots of cool stuff at the Louvre. I had just had surgery on both of my feet, okay? So walking was not fun for me when we were in Paris. And so at one point, and it was hot, it was super hot, it was the summer, it was in July. And so at one point, I was just kind of taking a break. And, this was before we had our phones, before social media. And so I was taking a break with the map of the Louvre, right? I'm just looking at it. And I said to my mom, Mom, the code of Hammurabi is in the basement of this building. And she said, What is the code of Hammurabi? And I said, It is only the coolest thing ever. It is the first code that was made by people. It was the first written law. And she said, Okay, if you want to go see Hammurabi's code, let's go see Hammurabi's code. And so we did. So I happen to think that the Code of Hammurabi is really, really, really cool, and I learned about it in seventh grade world history, and it stuck with me because I thought it was really cool. So, this is a cool document because it goes through and gives you different parts of the Code of Hammurabi, which I think is very cool. The first part is the religion of the Code of Hammurabi. And it also gives you some vocab words, which is helpful, I think. And then it gives you some of the laws that have to do with the economy of Hammurabi's code. Okay, so this is in Mesopotamia, and this is right after the agricultural revolution, and they need to have these laws because they need to have something to follow, okay? And so these are the laws that they came up with, and there's a lot of them, which is super cool. And then these are the laws that they came up with about society and about what to do with society. If someone pulls out the eye of another eye, his eye shall be pulled out and stuff like that, right? So an eye for an eye, something like that. Um, anyway, so I think that the Code of Hammurabi is very, very cool, and I think that it has a lot of things that we could learn from it. So here are some questions that I have about the Code of Hammurabi. They're pretty straightforward. There's a couple that deal with each part. So where did Hammurabi get his power as king? Was Babylonia a monotheistic society, meaning they believed in one god, or a polytheistic society, meaning that they believed in many gods? And what led you to believe that? So, what is the purpose of Hammurabi's code? And kind of why did they have this? Okay, why was this necessary in the newfound life of people who suddenly were stationary and were not, following the animals as they were before. So, kind of an interesting thing to think about, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will talk to you later. Bye.